Happening now, a scary scene in Waverly as police are retracing the steps of a man who tried to lure a young girl.
This is hometown Nebraska, Everything's simple. We don't have problems like that. You don't expect problems like that. And that's one of the most disturbing things to have happened. So.
Nervous neighbors telling us their fears tonight. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Rod Fowler. A 9-year-old girl was doing something many do during summer activity. She was riding her bike, but not knowing that danger was around the corner. Channel 8's Courtney Scornia is in the area where it happened. And Courtney, what did you hear from community members today?
Yeah, Rod, I'm here along 141st and Kenilworth Street here in Waverly, where police say a 9-year-old girl was cornered by a stranger. Now, the girl rushed home and to her mother, and then her mother then called 911.
Tuesday afternoon, a 9-year-old girl riding her bike was circled by someone she didn't know. The man then flashing money from his car, stopping and asking the girl to look inside his trunk. She felt scared, rushing back to her house where her mother called police. Deputies arriving in the area around 1:30 p.m. and arresting the suspect.
It was learned that Ricky Muldoon, 66, of Lincoln, was the person responsible. Muldoon was interviewed and arrested for child enticement. He was then lodged at jail. Muldoon is a lifetime registered sex offender here in Nebraska and has been arrested multiple times on sex offenses against children.
Houchin praising the girl for trusting her gut.
I do want to say that the child did exactly what she should have done. She trusted her feelings and instincts, fled the area, and got help.
One man who lives in the area tells me he didn't see something like this coming.
This is hometown Nebraska, Everything's simple. We don't have problems like that. You don't expect problems like that. And that's one of the most disturbing things to have happened. So.
Another woman taking her granddaughter to play on a nearby swing set didn't want to be on camera, but she tells me she never takes her eye off her granddaughter and doesn't plan to. The superintendent of Waverly Public Schools is happy to hear that the girls' parents talked about stranger danger.
Have those discussions with your students, with your kids, related to what happens if you are approached by a stranger. If a stranger approaches a child and says, hey, your mom and dad said this, I would say, keep walking and say no and find the nearest adult to tell.
Everyone I talked to here in Waverly today said they would keep a closer eye on their kids. Reporting here in Waverly, Courtney Scornia, Channel 8 News.